Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Friday, November 29th, 2024. Before I jump into the charts, just want to mention, if you didn't catch it, on Tuesday we put out a stock pick on AstraZeneca. It's had a very important inflection point with a number 3 to 5 months implications if we satisfy the conditions for a buy signal. You can see it for free by going to wickedstocks.com and checking out our 5-day free trial. If you don't like what you see, including daily triple Q and SPY analysis, etc., you can sign out or log out or discontinue your subscription at no cost to you as long as you do so within 5 days. So anyway, check out wickedstocks.com. Excuse me. So I'm starting with the long term, and I'll work my way into the day itself. And really, all I'm saying with the long term is we've got meaningful support at what is now, and these are different levels on the weekly chart and daily chart by a degree, as would naturally be the case, by a minor degree. 118.36 to 121.70 is a base of support on the weekly chart that, if tested over the next few weeks, and it actually is expected now, especially if we settle today, as you can see on this chart, the week itself below last week's low, which is the low of the high. And that oftentimes is an indication of an overbought market that is inclined to continue south. So if we settle today below 137.15, it's kind of the final shoe to drop for a 2 to 3 week sell signal into that 118.36 to 121.70 region. But if we close above 137.15 and above another key point in the 139 handle, which I'll get to in a moment, I'll just mention that our key resistance as we move into January, February is in the 166.66 to 172.94 region, a combination of a 4-month channel top and a 1-year channel top that are converging in late December. This area, significant longer-term resistance that, if tested in the coming weeks, not expecting it right now, would able to contain a buying through the first quarter, even into later 25 perhaps. And so that is the big picture. Let's jump to the midterm outlook, and you can see I've thrown in 139.92 as an important point in there, and that is nothing more than a daily channel bottom at 139.92. I also mentioned how the weekly chart has the low of the high at 137.15, and so that is a range of resistance, as you can see far right, able to contain buying through December, really, because over the next 2 to 3 weeks, could take a little longer, we should fall into that already shown 118.70 to 121.11 region. That's on the daily chart. I don't know where 116.63 is coming into play because it doesn't show up on the weekly chart either. So a little confused here. Maybe this is a number we should have changed. Anyway, we are far off that mark right now, so it really doesn't matter. I think what I'm just going to do is on the weekly chart, round out to 118.36 to 121.70. And that is expected over the next 2 to 3 weeks following the sell signal that did occur earlier this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Monday of this week, anticipating now the 118.70 to 121.11 region. So on the way down today, I did change the intraday pivot point. We do have that speed line coming up. It's at 134.25. It's a tradable level, but I really see, and I think you would agree, that if we're to test 129.13 today, it would really require a violation. Well, that's an inherent statement, right? I mean, that's anybody could say that, and it's true. If we break 132.11, we're not going to see 129.13 unless we break 132.11. Well, that's rocket science for you, but it is the low from a few weeks ago, and it is an area that we tested on Wednesday and came off of. So yes, 132.11 is also buyable support. I'm talking to aggressive day traders, and above which we can push back into this 137.15 to 139.92 region. We're not far from 137.15 as it is, so this is kind of a wide range for day trading, but this is an area that can contain buying pressures, 3 to 5 day swing traders down to 129.13, and 2 to 3 week swing traders down to 118.70 to 121.11. Once again, breaking 132.11 does indicate 129.13 today. That is a 3/8 downside Fibonacci from the recent high against that August low. Yes, we can bottom out there for a day, possibly into later week. I have no problem if 3 to 5 day swing traders who may already be short to not only buy 129.13 to cover the short position, but to also buy extra, reverse, go long, perhaps back into the upper 130s again within 3 to 5 days. But closing below 129.13 does set up, I think, by the end of next week, The 118.70 to 121.11, 2 to 3 week objective where we could bottom out not only through the rest of the year, but possibly through January trade and round up again from there. Let's talk upside today. We're not going to see these upper price points, but if we did close today above 139.92, that clearly rejects the sell signal that occurred last Monday. And with that, I would expect bullish continuation in this particular chart. That would be bullish continuation to 148.88 by the end of next week. There's your 3 to 5 day upswing, 3 to 5 day swing trade. If we close above 139.92, 3 to 5 day swing traders are no longer anticipating, the 129.13 level that we've been mentioning as a 3 to 5 day target, but rather 148.88. Within 3 to 5 days, where we can top out on a daily basis. But I will say, and as I have been saying, that if we do close back above 139.92, especially today, the week itself would also involve a settlement back above 137.15. That in combination, closing above 139.92, I do see this 160s, low 170s as a 3 to 5 week target that would be in reach perhaps by the end of the year. 166.66 to 172.94, able to contain buying through January, possibly through the entire first quarter. And I only expect it unless we either A, close today, for instance, back above 139.92, or B, once we test the 118.36 formation, because then we can round back up to channel resistance that we find roughly presently in the 160s. These are levels that can change based on different highs and lows, but that's what we would track. Is there anything else to say? I don't think so. I'm going to leave you with this chart here. Maybe I'll leave you with this chart here. This is the most appropriate for the day and through next week. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. We will be back on Sunday afternoon with Monday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great weekend.